guy has no problems with this lad leaving the tunnels, but shouts at everyone else to get back to work. It's his job, I'm assuming? Do they make people dig or not? Is this not common knowledge among the girls? Hatching a secret plan to escape the underground, but right before putting the plan into motion, yelling the details out. Also, I'd just like to remind everyone to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. A huge percentage of regular viewers aren't actually subscribed, so be sure to do that and then you won't miss out on all of the content coming very soon. Okay, so firstly, how in the heck did he know to drill up to that exact spot? Also though, dude! A few inches wrong and he's either lost his junk or is put into an insanely painful and embarrassing situation, if you know what I mean. If he wanted to escape anyway, and when caught flat out refused to follow the lead of the chief, then why wouldn't he just break the ropes earlier on? Shouldn't that question answer itself when you know she wasn't from your village and literally jumped in from above, dude? I don't know. Maybe just one time? Because when you met them you said stand back and then just talked about how you knocked it over and it would get back up soon. In fact, to go one step further, you actually never even used the word run when you first met them. For the first and only time of the video, no! What the heck are you basing that on, you crazy boy? The fact that it lit up and started making a pulsating sound? This guy seems pretty casual about seeing these two lads inside of a robot face thing after previously having a sword as basically being the best tech around. Why would you just stand there though when they're clearly still firing at you and you fully plan to run away? Huh? Oh really? So when you were quite clearly looking down at the face of the mech, you weren't talking to them up above, no? I'm shocked over here right now! Where does the rest of the stupid comment originate from? He kind of drops the "we think you're dumb" bombshell with no evidence on hand to reason it, and furthermore he's barely interacted with the group in any way yet, having just been saved from 2 enemy mechs. Long story short, why are you calling them stupid, bruh? Why are you whispering when they already know you're there though? This mech has a built-in icon to display on the monitor system that it specifically doesn't want someone who looks just like him with those sunglasses to be able to pilot it. A computer system which activates the forward-facing camera when someone hits one of the screens really hard. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I think we get it. Okay, I get it, dude. My god, man, I said I get it! What do you want from me? They built a massive human-looking tongue in this robot for some reason. Hold up a minute, so they built this thing for the guy in his new mech already? Why is this sword so long? Also, why not attack him while he's unsheathing the world's longest sword though? And for some reason didn't feel the need to tell one of the only 2 people currently able to pilot those things. Giving yourself away before you attack, cliché. Saying someone's name instead of talking normally, cliché. So basically he could have, in theory, stabbed himself in the back of the neck in the series end? What?! Thank God you're there though, Sakura from Naruto! I think he's talking about you inside of it though, not the entire mech. Not gonna lie, that just seems too risky for any potential reward. I don't understand, dude, what are you doing? Instead of just saying his title, why don't you actually go and get in your own mech and help out? How did the bombs they're throwing at it end up inside of the mech? Shooting near this dude's face to get their attention as opposed to yelling like the guy does 1 second later on. I mean, really clearly, yeah. How dare you! Mate, either you think they're super special angels, or you also can't feed them enough and ask them to wear extra clothing because it offends your sensitive sensibilities, and ask them to not be violent. Like, do you think they're gods or not? Wait, so this kid and all the others have been living in that tiny space all of their lives and no one has ever noticed that big metal booger hanging from its nose? I doubt that very much! I can't help but think that if that giant mech fell all of that way, it would cause a lot more to happen and the pool of water to rain down on the people stood right nearby. Yeah, I don't think he was aiming at staying there forever. Heck, before the bad guy dropped in for a fight, they were literally about to leave the place. Does he want to take the holy book? You only just told him it's something you made up? Why? Bro, you don't even know if the old man came from there. He just pointed in that direction and never spoke once. Also though, he calls the building overly suspicious and then only talks about the air being warm. These girls somehow don't notice a drill going all the way through the wall and out the other end when we're shown them being right there. So, why not just poison the food they ate earlier then? Bit weird that at the end of the previous episode though he was confused as to who this guy was. A base doesn't require it to be a certain size though, but do go on. wonder how they managed to stretch this episode out. Well, this dude just went back inside a moment ago, so why can we see clouds in his background? Also, she is clearly behind it and at some distance, and yet has a camera somehow on her face. So either she ran around to the front, putting herself right in the danger, or this thing has hundreds of cameras installed all over it by the green-haired dude, and purely for the purpose of showing a visual of whoever is speaking to them, and neither makes much sense. Take us in. What would be the point in sticking a monitor behind where he sat so we can't even see it? What a waste of resources, dude! You know what? Credit where it's due, he could have tapped into his system and spoken from up there where the sky is visible, so take that one back. Bit weird that they actually had allies turn up, but since arriving they've done nothing but shoot at the thing's hands while it was tearing apart their mech. Since then they've just seemingly stood there watching. Should his image be falling down considering the camera or whatever inside would be stationary? Thank God you were there to tell us that though! How though? Even though they've been communicating and staying alive fighting gunmen without any mechs of their own all of that time, yeah? Who made them these absolutely gigantic flags though? Why would you actually tell him that though? Can't you tell? The 3 generals now though, isn't it? Simon, my boy! Why don't you ask? Why was she inside of a box dumped over the cliff just now instead of talking about the weather and stuff? Seriously? Of course she meant you! What is wrong with you, dude? What the hell is this guy even firing at right now? This guy is freaking out by something he already saw at the start of the episode when they first attacked. I mean, even if he wasn't the guy on watch back then, like, everyone would have seen that attack. It was huge and went on for a little while before she left. Wait, so even all of these guys forgot about the attack from earlier on that also included the same kind of wall of water? What is wrong with these people? Although it's very little to do with you and way more to do with their expressed desire to rid the world of all humans, so you were actually pretty much nothing to do with the attacks. They've always been happening. You got told that too. A warning to achieve what exactly? You're in a war with them and your stated goal is to wipe them out, so why bother to issue a warning? These guys really need to get onto the same page. One general says their goal is to wipe everyone out, and another says, meh, we do that a bit, but also not everyone. Some humans are cool and stuff. Regardless though, I'll remove the previous sins since clearly there's different opinions or whatever. Not a single one of these many people see the huge amount of progress through the wall that Simon is clearly successfully digging through. My guy, that little thing has defeated quite literally every opponent it's gone up against so far, including the giant fortress, so science has little to do with how powerful these mechs are. Let's not though, she looks like she's 12. Also though, obligatory beach related episode is always extremely obligatory. You didn't even play volleyball yet. You marked it all out, got a ball, played a single round, and then you're moving on already. What's going on? Really gotta wonder why they keep on allowing this guy on the bridge when he makes constant mistakes all the time. What? They really didn't waste any time in deciding to follow her instructions. No conferring or anything like that. Heck, they were seemingly sat at the console, ready and waiting to press a button or use a stick or whatever to move them immediately. Everyone on the bridge is for some unknown reason shocked by her saying this. Like, what did you think she had planned when she said train all the guns on Gurren Lagann? They're up so incredibly high, and yet he can easily see what they just did with his own eyeballs. This guy has a feeling that a ball of glowing light is probably a flying device. How'd you do any of the stuff you keep assuming though? He's overreacting how exactly? Has he been going around saying stuff because we weren't shown that? In fact, he just said she'll be fine since there's nothing broken or damaged, so just a little bed rest. Nathan Byrne, Heard Without a Word, Arias Alibari, Aiden White, PK Fan, Ali 50, Ryan Anderson, Isael Caldera, Arman Jasuja, Chris Harris, Yona Shgal, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Luis Hernandez, Joe W, Yuki Ali, Manuel Morales, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Sentimento, Jaffa 6263, Silva, Master Tank, Boogie, MD McVeigh, Aurora, Kevin Nelta, Stefio, Brendan Kriya, Storm 970, Spirit Spinner, Mr. Waffles 64, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Gabby Z, Humye, Crimson Shadows, Forian, Kyle Farmer, Buzzbomb 3000, Jaffa 6263.